What's up, Toronto Raptor fans? What is going on? What is happening? How are you? Did you stay up? Did you watch this game? Coming from sort of Midwest, we're not quite on, Pacific time. I think Minneapolis, I should know. Are they Central? Probably Central. It seemed like it was only about an hour back. Start. But brutal, Mr. Nick Nurse. I don't know what the heck is going on. Why? Why? Why are you like? Why are you either not addressing the players going into ISO down the stretch and not trying to share the and pass the ball? Like, what is our game plan? We kick it into either Pascal takes it and he's gonna ISO one on the defense, sometimes kicking it out when the extra help comes, or he's dishing it into Scotty Barnes and we're going, Scotty, go do something. That's not how you can run proper team basketball. Like, the play at the very end actually wasn't the worst because we got OG open enough for a 3-point look that, who knows if he's going to hit it or not, but we should put our new guy in. Our new, I don't think I've seen Joe Weiskamp in a game before. I've seen him coming off the bench and doing some fives and stuff, and thought, oh, maybe this is the guy that replaced Justin Champagny, when he kind of complained that he wasn't getting minutes. And we said, oh, okay, here, you can go and not get minutes somewhere else. But yeah, look at this guy. 3 for 3 from 3. He only shot, he shot one other. Oh, yeah, right. He got kind of robbed. I'm not even sure that should have counted as a shot. But I guess technically it maybe left his hand, and he was like slow on it. Actually, it was his left hand. He was coming down. He did like a little layup, but he was so gentle with it that their guy said, "Get that garbage out of here!" And there you go. Actually, so he cost us the game. I shouldn't be singing this guy praises. We only lost by 2. The final was 128 to 126. And we fully had a chance to win it at the very end. OG, oh boy, missed, unfortunately. And Scotty couldn't get the rebound, and then he kind of ultimately actually hit it out. It sort of looked like maybe it went off the Minnesota guy, but it did not. And yeah, I don't know. This is just a matter of discipline, this game. Discipline. It wasn't like, I'm looking at the shooting here. We had 50% from 3, 52 from the field. There was almost no defense. I mean, the score was like 75 or something we had in the first half. It was ridiculous. They shot 40 from 3, 50 from the floor. Yeah, I don't think it was our 3 shooting. We actually did pretty well. OG 42. Scotty Barnes was 100%. He jacked one up late when there was like no time left in the shot clock, and he had to put it up, but he hit it. And, Gary Trent, 25%, not good. But Fred, 66, crazy. Precious 1 for 1 at 100. And yeah, this Joe Weiskamp guy, 100. It's so great. I mean, I have to just digress for 2 seconds, seeing our white guy able to hit his threes, because, there's players on other teams. I can't remember what the name of the dark-haired white guy from the Bucks is, but man, he just was killing us with threes. And yeah, anyway, maybe Joe is, we had that other guy a few years ago that came from Europe. God, I wish I wasn't so brutal with people's names. I can totally picture his face. Thomas, I think. I prayed that guy could hit his shots, but in games, I don't know what, he got messed up in the head, and he would miss. This guy seems money. He had 1 from each corner, and then there was another one that really was contested, I thought, and he still managed to get it off in time, and it went in. So, yeah, nice job there, and, I don't know, man. This was just not, like, Boucher didn't even play. Malachi didn't play. I don't know. I really believe that this one just comes down to coaching and play calling and, convincing your team not to try to take on every single player one-on-one. There were a couple of goofy mix-ups. Like the score was at 124 to 124 for way too long. Way too long. nobody could score, not us or them. But you know, I don't know. We have no plan. There's no strategy. There's no plays being run. There's no proper movement. People without the ball are not moving. They're just pinned into their corners to maybe try and space out the defense. You know, I don't know. Gary Trent was not having a great game. I think we've messed up Gary Trent in the head, unfortunately. And, I'm hearing some stuff that he's not happy. Nick Nurse, I hate when our management and our coaching and our even front office screws up our talent, messes with their minds. We do it too often. Tracy McGrady was a great example. Guy just wanted to play, and we're going, you're going to learn, you're going to ride the bench. Meanwhile, we sucked. We were barely making the playoffs. Let's let the guy play all the time. Anyway, Gary Trent, same thing. Let's let this guy do whatever the heck he wants. We're not winning the championship this year, are we? I don't think so. I think we're at the point where we got to decide what we're trying to do. Check out our Raptors in black and white. A link will come up here soon. I actually think the Raptors in black and white ends up being over there. Subscribe over here. But actually, for now, subscribe down there. Give me a comment. Give me a like. But we're talking about what would you do at this point. We're coming up to the All-Star break. We're past the halfway point in the season. All-Star game, and then the trade deadline. So, do we ditch someone right now I'm only saying a Fred VanVleet because he's got some value, and I think we have a little bit of ability to take over that carrying the ball up. I know we wouldn't have a guy to play off the ball as well, and he is solid from three when he's going, but is that just because of the volume that he gets to attempt? I don't know. And Scotty Barnes bringing the ball up could certainly work. And if we could trade away Fred VanVleet and maybe a pick or two and get, I don't know though, what do we need? Do we need a Miles Turner? A center? Somebody to actually, help defend the rim and obviously he can get some buckets. Or do we need a Zach LaVine from Chicago? Jakob Poeltl keeps being brought up. Do we need a Jakob Poeltl? I guess maybe if we had a Jakob Poeltl getting us a solid 20 points a game, rebounding and defending against their guys, because obviously there wasn't much defense in this game today either. But I don't know if that's going to move the ball around. We need to facilitate passing, getting open shots. We don't get enough open shots. We have way too many contested shots, whether it's one-on-one ISO, Pascal Siakam getting contested and even double-teamed with another hand in his face coming over, at least on their way over. Gary Trent Jr. is getting contested. He had a couple of open looks, though, that, man, he should have hit. But, for the majority of the time, he's contested. Fred VanVleet seems always to be contested because he's just so short out there. And when he drives in there and gets stuffed, I don't know, that's when I start to say, Fred VanVleet, you might not be a Raptor for much longer. I have no clue what's going to happen. I think that we should try to tweak and stay around, but I guess it depends on what the offers are out there. If someone's really going to give a Rudy Gobert style level of trade to us in exchange for a Pascal Siakam or an OG Anunoby, maybe we just say, you know what, give it to us. Give us all the picks. Give us 3 unrestricted first rounders and 1 serviceable role player guy or a young prospect or something. And yeah, we'll give you our guys. And then we just try and, I'd like to keep OG because he's still pretty young. If we could keep OG and a Gary Trent Jr. and Scotty Barnes and say, look guys, stick around. We're going to pack 21 and 22-year-olds all around you, and we're going to go for it in 3 years. Maybe it'd be worth it. I still say, if we got to suffer through that as Raptor fans, let's try and get a Canadian. Let's go all in on a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander or an RJ Barrett. That's my opinion. If not, let's tank for VW with Victor Wembanyama. We're already the most international team in the league anyway, so let's just get another French guy he'll be great for the media, for Raptor fans in Quebec, and you know, if he's the franchise player that they say he is, then we just count the seasons until we're in the finals again. But all right, anyways, thank you very much, guys. Please check out our video number 4, Raptors in Black and White. Check out my channel. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out. Sorry, I'm out of it. I gotta shut this video off. Thanks for sticking around. See you next time. Go Raptors!